Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX M4 Mili 54, the tier 10 French heavy tank. It's located on the southeast spawn of Mountain Pass, and this one is under the command of RNG's Toxis. Now, as I did say in one of the previous videos, we've got rather a large number of replays featuring this tank. And in this one, RDDTY Toxis is in platoon with Venom BG. Now the gun, it's a 13cm gun. He's loaded nothing but premium rounds and 2 HE rounds to go with it. 560 alpha, 296 penetration with the premium, and with the standard rounds it's 250mm of pen. The HE will do 640 alpha, but they only penetrate 65mm, so not much damage from them. It does have weak spots, it can be taken out. Very strong, heavy frontal armour, but fairly weak side armour and rear armour. This thing can be brought down even by its own kind, but it's absolutely lethal when it comes up to another enemy heavy, as you'll see in battle. It's very accurate. Last saw this one with Octagon. Oh, right through the top of that Leopard 1, and he scored 556. Now that's a low roll. But he'll absolutely have no problem penetrating the enemy. I'm not sure why he's looking over there, but he's marked the spot. That's why he did that. You can see Venom is in the Object 277 off to his right. Now, I don't think that Leopard's going to stick his head round the corner because he knows he's going to get penetrated. Leopards don't have much armour, very thin. Good gun though, 105mm. But even a 105mm is going to have trouble penetrating the front of an M454. This tank is rather modelled on the Panzer 7. The Panzer 7, but it's got weaker armour than the Panzer 7, slightly weaker, but it's more flexible. It's a really large tank, originally modelled on the Tiger 2. Oh, we can see the enemy Arty is trying to have a go at Venom. He just took a hit, I think, there. He's backing off. Enemy Arty in this game, well, there's two of them. They've got, from the looks of it, it's an M53, M55. No, it's not. It's a T92 HMC and the GWE100. It's a tier 10 game. I missed that point. Our Arty is a Conqueror gun carriage and an Object 261. I'd say we've got the advantage, really. First shot onto the mouse doesn't pen, but he does get take a shot from the mouse's gun. Okay, another mouse. That better. Yep, went through the frontal armour on that one, 558. He was aiming for the gap, but really this thing is lethal when it's aiming at the front of the enemy head. He goes for the weak spot, gets it. Only 510 this time round. He's checking to see where that shot went. I'm trying to look myself to see where it is. I can't see it. Oh, lower plate! Look at that. He actually penned the lower plate. Yeah, and he's seen it. I was lucky I could stop during the battle and have a quick check. He actually had to twist his camera around to get an idea. Okay. Is he going to reverse side scrape? He might be doing that. Or no, he's actually going to try and disengage. And like Venom, he's decided to pull back. Yeah, unfortunately, our mouse is going to die because he's nailed himself to the cross and he's stuck in that corner, and I don't think he can get out of it. But RNG's Toxis is pulling back, and I'm not sure Venom's going to get back in time either. We can but hope that he will. But I think it really wasn't a defendable situation where he was, and I suspect that Venom's going to take a hit or two from the enemy when they come around the corner. Let's hope he gets up in time. He does, that's good. Okay, now we're going to side scrape off this corner, and the good thing about this, oh, we did get spotted. The enemy EBR's here. The good thing about this is the enemy's got a long way to get past our gun. Now, unfortunately, they didn't get a pen, and he did take a hit from the mouse as well. Probably going for our weak spot again. Okay, nice shot into the Leopard, but it's a low roll, 518. Remember, the lower plate on this tank is actually quite strong, but the mouse is firing up into it, and well, he's using premium ammo to do it as well. Okay, Leopard pops up there. Standard reload, 15.15 seconds. You can see RNG's Toxis has got a reload of 10.65. Turning our gun back, and there goes the Leopard. So the EBR's been wiped out. Venom got him, and we got the other kill on the Leopard 1. Now the mouse is not so, he's not so brave now that his two teammates have gone down. But we've got enemy coming up behind us. There's only 5 left on our team. You can see one of our tanks is one of them off to the corner is the Manticore. Now the enemy Griller just gone down to our Heshbon. Nice shot into the lower plate, 60 TP. The mouse is coming forward, so he's obviously realised that our guys are engaged. But I have the feeling that RNG's Toxis is returning to finish him off when he does get closer. Where are you? There he is. He did come close. And back. Lower plate. Yep. He went for it. He got it. Hit the weak spot. Went straight through it. Loaded again. Now, going for the top. Yes, he does get that this time. Now, having that Leopard where it is actually being helpful to us. It's blocking the mouse from getting an easy shot. Trying to get the weak spot. Oh, he's angling. He's very, very good, this guy. He knows how to angle, and he's trying to tempt him to fire. So we're going to come down a bit and try and hit him in the weak spot anyway. Nope, that didn't work. And he turns his gun towards us to take a shot, but we've already moved out of the way. Now, he will turn his turret towards us, and we get an easy shot there. And now the Manticore's come out of nowhere. And this is where it gets interesting again, because he's got the Manticore behind him, and he really needs to deal with him, but he's a one-shot now, and the Manticore will finish him off if he doesn't. Oh, no, the Manticore fired, and he's got a long reload, and that encourages the mouse to turn his turret round, but that's a bad move, because, yep, RNG's Toxis finishes him off. He's now got 3 kills. Unfortunately, Venom was killed whilst he was dealing with the mouse. And there's 4 enemy tanks, well, 2 tanks and 2 Arty. That's the enemy Arty trying to get him. That was a good guess. Very good guess. Wasn't close enough to get some damage or a stun. Now our Heshbon is up on top of the hill. He ought to stay up there, but he is actually coming with us. And we can see one of the enemy tanks is up ahead. It's a Chieftain, T95 FE4201. I think the Heshbon wants some damage, but he might get eaten alive by that Chieftain if he's not careful. He might have low hit points compared to the Heshbon, but we can but hope that he's actually wise enough to pick his moment well enough that he doesn't allow the Chieftain to get a couple of shots in. So I'm keeping an eye on this, and so is RNG's Toxis. He's just spot an enemy tank. Yep, nice shot. Just checking to see what's going on over here. Unfortunately, the Chieftain's already taken. Oh, the Chieftain just finished off our Heshbon. He's getting more damage on this 140. He must have disconnected. He's just sitting there taking the shells. And he's a one-shot now. The Chieftain's not doing anything. He's fascinated with that Manticore. Trying to get a shot on him, I think. And there's a kill shot. Now I'm surprised the enemy Arty didn't try a shot, but I think they might be on the move. Oh, no they're not. That was the T92. He got a direct hit, but he didn't get a pen because the armour on the front of the M4 54 is very, very strong indeed. Now the Chieftain's not going to be so keen to encounter an M454 because he knows he can't get a pen on the front, or at least not easily, at least. He's backing off to try and encourage that guy to come around the corner. Hello! That's the end of him. Good shot. He actually just went for the lower plate, and even with the lower plate being angled, he was easily going to pen that. Manticore's going for the enemy cap, so I think he wants an Arty or two. He's found the T92. And he's been killed. My gummy was shotgunned by the T92. I would have liked to have seen that. And it seems the Arty got his wicked way with the Manticore. You know, there's been a lot of replays one way or another, and this M454 is now down. Well, he's not a one shot, but if the Arty was able to get a shot on his rear or his side, then he could wipe him out with one round. I guess the problem is that he might get double teamed because we don't know where the GWE100 is, and he might be in the bushes whilst the T92's up on top of the cliff. He's having a look. Oh, there's the GW. One shot takes care of him, but the T92 doesn't want to come out to play yet. That was good. At least he got rid of the GWE. He wasn't waiting to ambush us in the bushes. Yep, he's close enough now. The T92's coming down. He did try a shotgun, but I'm afraid it's failed, and that is the end of the game. He tried for the turret, and, well, wasn't enough. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for RDDTY in the AMX M4 Milli 54. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 9, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Because he killed both enemy Arty, the GWE100 and the T92 HMC, he earned himself a Pascucci's medal, and he got a Top Gun as well for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7 kills in the game. The GWE100 with his 6th kill, and the last one, the T92, was his 7th. No chance to actually get the Radley Waters, I'm afraid, because there wasn't enough enemy tanks left for him to kill them all. But it's nice that he did get the kill on the mouse after all. And in fact, the Manticore tempted that guy to turn his turret all the way around after he fired, because Manticores have very, very long aim times, load times as well. So the mouse probably felt safe that he could turn his turret round, finish off the Manticore, and that would give him an extra kill. But all it did was expose his soft, weak sides to the big 13cm gun on an M454 and finish him off. So let's have a look at team score and see where RNG is in this game. 8,201 hit points of damage. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the high caliber, because that actually went to the Chieftain, who earned 9,098 and got that surprise kill at the end. He took out the Heshbarn on our team. Even though he only had minimal hit points left in the game. Yes, these things are tough to take down, and unfortunately the Heshbarn didn't pick his moment, or maybe didn't have the right ammo to take him out of the game. So he gets the high caliber out of this one, and he gets a Confederate as well. So second highest damage to RDDTY with 8,201. That's such a high amount. And then the third highest damage went to the Heshbarn. The guy was just overconfident. 5,743 hit points to him. A big score, but he got taken down by somebody who was better. When it came to kills, yep, that's down to RDDTY. He got 7 kills out of the game. 4 kills went to the Heshbarn, and 3 kills went to the Gorilla 15 and the Chieftain on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yep, he's got that one. So he's got the top in 2 of the columns, not the first one, the high caliber. He got 1,508 XP. The second highest being the Chieftain, actually, with 999, which is surprising, but, well, not really if you think about the fact that he did get the high caliber. But yes, he gets the second highest XP, and the third highest goes to the Heshpar with 990. He fired 21 rounds. 20 of those hit the target, and 17 actually penned. One was splash as well. 8,201 hit points of damage, of which 1,391 were at more than 300 meters, so most of the damage was done at close range. He received 8 hits from the enemy, only 3 of which actually penned. Excuse me, cough. 3 were non-penetrations as well, and 3 hits by way of splash damage, and that was from the enemy Arty, who was determined to try and do some damage, and did actually get some damage on him, by the way. 880 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and 1,084 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 69,612 credits from the game on a premium account, 31,325 from battle payments, 146,185 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually ended up with a loss of 18,623 credits, and that was mainly down to the fact that he was firing mostly premium ammo, and he did have 2 auto supplies on consumables, but those are kind of necessary if you're going to play top tier vehicles like this. 1,508 XP, 339 for playing in the platoon, took away 2,601 experience points altogether. This replay has been waiting since October. I do apologise to RNG Toxis, but I've got some players who are still waiting for their replay to be done from 2017. Yes, I must apologise to those as well. I've really got to get around to doing the replay on those. Everybody who sends me a replay, I do keep them in my list, but not all of them will get done straight away. I just do them as quickly as I can in whatever order I can get them done. So, pretty efficient game there for RNG Toxis. It could have gone either way at the end, because if that T92 had actually aimed his shell better and been luckier with his RNG, he would have taken him out with a turret roof shot, which would have finished his game. And I think the T92 felt that that was his only opportunity to take down RNG Toxis because of that big 13cm gun. Yes, the T92 had a 24cm gun, but it's not that great at getting through frontal armor that's this thick. So he needed to go for a turret shot or a side shot or a rear shot to ensure that he could penetrate the M454. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And I got more M454 games coming up, so please do watch them. And I'm off now to soothe my throat with a nice little drink. Thanks for watching.